Over 20 people mysteriously died after entering a single tomb in Egypt. Newspapers called it the Curse of the Pharaohs. And it all began with the discovery of King Tutankhamun's resting place in 1922, deep in the Valley of the Kings, a place already legendary for its secrets and hidden tombs. British archaeologist Howard Carter had been searching for years. His patron, Lord Carnarvon, was losing patience. Dig after dig had turned up nothing. The expedition was running out of time and money. But then came a breakthrough. Workers uncovered steps leading down into the earth. At the bottom was a sealed doorway bearing the royal insignia of Tutankhamun. When Carter peeked inside, he saw treasures that hadn't been touched for over 3,000 years. He later wrote, "At first I could see nothing. But then, as my eyes grew accustomed to the light, details of the room within emerged slowly from the mist. Strange animals, statues, and gold. Everywhere the glint of gold. The discovery was a sensation. Newspapers across the globe called it the greatest archaeological find of the century. Tutankhamun, a boy king who had ruled Egypt more than 3 millennia earlier, was suddenly the most famous pharaoh in history. But within weeks, the triumph turned dark. Lord Carnarvon, the very man who funded the dig, suffered a mosquito bite on his cheek. The wound became infected, leading to blood poisoning. Within days, he was dead. Strangely, when doctors examined Tutankhamun's mummy, they found an injury in almost the exact same spot on the pharaoh's cheek. Newspapers immediately declared it the work of the curse. Soon, other deaths followed. An Egyptian prince who visited the tomb was assassinated months later. A wealthy businessman connected to the excavation died suddenly. A radiologist who took the first X-ray of the mummy collapsed and never recovered. Carter's own secretary died unexpectedly, and his father, grief-stricken, took his own life shortly after. The press tallied more than 20 deaths linked, directly or indirectly, to the tomb. Stories spread that visitors to the excavation heard strange noises at night, disembodied voices, phantom footsteps, even the cry of a jackal, an animal sacred to the god of death, Anubis. To many, there was no doubt Tutankhamun had placed a deadly curse upon his resting place. Adding fuel to the fear was a chilling inscription, said to have been found among the treasures. "Death shall come on swift wings to him who disturbs the peace of the king." Whether authentic or invented by reporters, the message terrified the public. But skeptics argued otherwise. Scientists suggested a more practical explanation. The tomb had been sealed for over 3,000 years. Inside, the air was stagnant, heavy with mold, bacteria, and possibly even toxic gases released from decaying materials. Anyone who entered and breathed it in could fall gravely ill? Still, this explanation did not satisfy everyone. The pattern of deaths seemed too specific, too eerie. Why had so many connected to the tomb fallen, while others were spared? Here's the most intriguing twist of all. Howard Carter himself, the man who first entered the tomb, cataloged its contents, and disturbed Tutankhamun more than anyone else, lived on for 16 years after the discovery. He died peacefully at the age of 64. If there was truly a curse, why was he left untouched? Some believe Carter survived because he showed respect toward the relics and the boy king, while others suggest the so-called curse was nothing more than coincidence amplified by sensational media coverage. But even in modern times, the mystery persists. In 1968, scientists performed new examinations on Tutankhamun's remains, discovering evidence of a skull fracture, leading to theories he may have been murdered. In 2005, CT scans revealed the young pharaoh suffered from severe physical ailments, including a broken leg, which could have contributed to his early death at just 19. Was Tutankhamun cursed in life, and did that curse carry into death? Adding another layer, ancient Egyptians were known to protect their tombs with warnings, traps, and even chemical poisons to deter grave robbers. Could it be that the curse was not supernatural at all, but a deliberate, man-made defense that survived through the centuries? 100 years later, the so-called Curse of the Pharaohs remains one of archaeology's most enduring legends. Perhaps it was microbes and misfortune, perhaps fear and suggestion, or perhaps something far older and darker. The truth may never be fully known. But the deaths of more than 20 people, the eerie coincidences, and the strange inscription left behind have ensured that Tutankhamun's tomb is remembered not only as one of the greatest discoveries of history, but also one of the most haunting mysteries mankind has ever uncovered.